Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling channel. I am your host, Seth. Today, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 matches from SummerSlam 2025 weekend. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. At number 5, we got Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Naomi for the Women's World Championship. For starters, their entrances were cool, where Io and Rhea got big pops, and Naomi's dad playing the guitar on her way to the ring was cool as well. Then, during the actual match, it started off as Io and Rhea were targeting Naomi, as throughout the match, then Naomi kind of got the upper edge. But Io Sky and Rhea are very good wrestlers. They had that great match against each other at Evolution, and they're great workers here. And for me, I know some people might have thought there was some better matches on here, but I still thought that this was a good match. They definitely, like their match with Bianca, Io and Rhea in triple threats are very good because Naomi's just as talented as Bianca, in my opinion. And they had some crazy moves like the top rope riptide, those at the end of the match, but then Naomi got the roll up and won. The sunset flip powerbomb off the apron from Rhea onto Naomi was really cool. And to be honest, people might think some matches might have been a little better than this, and that might be true. I might even agree with that. But personally, I think this is a good spot at number 5. So number 5, I'm going to leave that here, Naomi, Rhea, and Io. At number 4, we got Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria, no countouts, no disqualifications for the Women's Intercontinental title. This match was really good in my opinion. They got it off right away with all the weapons, with the kendo sticks and the crowbars that Lyra brought out. As quickly it got very violent. Then towards the beginning, Becky Lynch ended up zip tying Lyra's hands together. And then for the middle of the match, Lyra was trapped and Becky was dominating her with chair shots and using all the weapons she could. But Lyra kept trying to fight back, and eventually, after blasting Becky with a fire extinguisher, she was able to get the zip ties untied and was able to start laying into Becky. They kept fighting throughout it all with so many great moments where Lyra hit a Nightwing off the steps and Becky hit a manhandle slam on the chairs at one point. But then in the end, Becky was looking to hit Lyra with a crowbar after she stomped her while she was trapped in a chair. Becky stomped the chair off the announce table. And then as Becky looked to hit Lyra with a crowbar, Bayley came from behind and grabbed the crowbar from her and started laying in, and they started brawling to the other side of the ring. Becky took care of her, but in the process got laid out with a leg drop through a table with Lyra coming out of nowhere. And then in the ring, Bayley looked to hit Becky, but accidentally hit Lyra, and Becky was able to capitalize. 1, 2, 3, Becky Lynch retained. I thought this match was really good, to be honest. I thought the weapon use was good. I low-key wasn't a fan of this rivalry, not really because of the rivalry, more just because I wanted to see Becky and Bayley. But they did a good job here of ending it and now setting up Bayley and Lyra in the future, as now Lyra can no longer challenge for the title as long as Becky holds it. So it'll be interesting to see in the future, but it's number 4. Number 3, we have Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title. This match was more of a business professional rivalry, but their promos were very intense leading up to it. Even as CM Punk came out for the night 1 main event, the pop was there, the tension was there, but everyone could just see that Punk was ready to win the world title. They had a brutal match, as in the beginning and most of the match. Gunther was just laying into Punk with chops, power bombs, power slams, splashes, everything he could, but CM Punk just wouldn't stay down. He kept getting up and kept trying to hit anything he could. And then, as Gunther kept dominating towards the end of the match, CM Punk wiped his feet on the announce table, made him fall over, and it ended up busting him open, and Gunther finally saw his own blood. And in the end, after 2 GTSs, CM Punk was able to win the World Heavyweight title. But out of nowhere, as he was raising it, Seth Rollins came out on crutches with the Oracle Paul Heyman and the Money in the Bank briefcase. We thought he was just giving CM Punk a warning, but it ends up the injury was a ruse the whole time. He dropped the crutches, ran to the ring, with the briefcase, beat down CM Punk with the briefcase, hit a stomp, and won the World Heavyweight title with the ruse of the century, ruining Punk's moment. This was awesome. Such a chaotic way to end night one. People were so hyped and losing their minds about it, and I think it was so cool, and that's why it's number 3. At number 2, we got the TLC 6-way ladder match for the WWE Tag Team titles. Now, don't flame me in the comments for putting this above Gunther and Punk. My only thing was, Gunther and Punk ended amazingly with the Seth Rollins cash-in, but if we're looking at the actual match, the TLC had the moments and had the good match. It was just a spot fest everywhere you could. It started off hot with the brawl and just all these dives. So many people just dives and weapons and everything they could. Trying to get ladders in the ring as quick as possible to get to the titles. And it was just so crazy with that one spot where everyone was lined up on tables and everyone was jumping off tables, giving them leg drops, splashes, front flips. And then in the ring, Candice LeRae looked to grab the titles, but Montez Ford kicking Tommaso Ciampa, hitting Johnny Gargano, ended up making him push the ladders over, sending Candice through a ladder. Then, as 6 men were looking to get the titles, DIY were standing up there looking to grab the titles, but Uncle Howdy pushed them off through 2 double-decker tables. And in the end, after so much chaos and so much violence, the Wyatt Six were able to get up the ladder and grab the titles and retain their WWE Tag Team titles. As much as Gunther and CM Punk ended super cool and the match was good, this had so many moments, so many spots, but the match was also great. And that's why, for me, I just love the tag division and the TLC match. So it's number 2. And number 1, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. John Cena was finally back to his roots of hustle, loyalty, and respect, as on the Tron, no more black and white. We finally got to see the full colors again. Cody Rhodes had that epic entrance with 2 of Dusty's promos as he was ready to go to war in the street fight. Started off with the handshake, little hug, and if you read John Cena's lips, he said, "Now let's see what you're made of." And they just started brawling, and it got violent quickly with chairs, so many weapons, tables were used, kendo sticks, so much. Tyrese Halliburton's crutches were used, and it was just crazy. So many AAs were hit, so many moves were hit to try to get the job done, but not much could. They ended up fighting all the way into the crowd towards the end of the match, through the crowd, and all the way under the ramp. As we saw, they came up the ramp where Cody made his entrance, and John Cena had Cody on his shoulders. He hit him with an AA on the ramp as they went back down to the ring. They were just fighting for so much. Like, even earlier in the match, we saw Cena throw stairs at Cody. There was a lot of violence here. And Cena was hit an avalanche AAs, and those weren't even getting the job done. But in the end, he looked for an avalanche AA through a table, but Cody countered and hit a cutter through the table, a Cody cutter, and connected with 3 crossroads. I actually don't know if it was 3 or just 1, but in the end, Cody Rhodes was able to pin John Cena and win back the undisputed WWE title. He celebrated, and John Cena showed his respect. He gave him the ring to let John Cena embrace his final SummerSlam, but then out of nowhere, we hear the Beast Brock Lesnar's music hit as he was in MetLife Stadium. We haven't seen him in so long. He comes down, hits an F5 on John Cena, as now the retirement tour took a turn and is entering Suplex City, as we have to see where this will go in the future. This was so awesome. No one expected Brock Lesnar to return. Like, when you look at the Seth Rollins moment, some people were speculating if Seth could end up appearing and somehow ruse Punk, but no one expected Brock Lesnar to be involved in that match or even be there. So it was super crazy and super shocking, and that's why the match was good, and the moments, it's number 1 to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and turn on that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.